Good morning.
Ahoy hoy, Garrett Wolfe, bassist for BANDZILLA, and the incredible Dr. Richard Niles.
I love the alliteration in bassist for BANDZILLA. How about big bassist for BANDZILLA?
How about bassist for big BANDZILLA?
How about beautifully Bollywood bassist for BANDZILLA? Of course, you're not Indian, but it doesn't matter because we can all like Bollywood music. Okay, so what we're doing now is we're talking about why is this world so strange, and so are you.
That happens to be also the title of the song that we're going to talk about.
Yes, that's right. So everybody, I think, feels that the world is strange. Don't you, Garrett?
I definitely feel. I don't feel that way. I think the world is strange.
Right.
I'm pretty sure it is.
And so I thought it was something everybody could appreciate and get and feel, empathize with, really. And so I put a song together that had a lot of contrasts and opposites of things that just don't make sense. Horses hopping tiptoe across a newly washed floor. Ducks are doing Charlie. What a terrible thing. That's illegal, isn't it? Yes. But maybe it's not illegal in duck law. You know, there's all kinds of law in different countries. Ducks should have their own law.
Have to check with the duck lawyer.
You'd have to check with them, but I know where you check. You check on the web. Hey, yeah. I cannot peek in to tell you about that. Anyway, ducks are doing Charlie, which of course is a slang expression for Bolivian marching powder. And you'll notice that there's a slight undercurrent in this song of a Bolivian march. If you listen to the rhythm of it, there's a Bolivian march which is going on. Doing Charlie till their beaks are all sore. Dogs are on the catwalk. Well, that was an obvious joke, but I went for it anyway, because sometimes you have to just go for the joke dealer. You should see what they wore while on the catwalk. They're models. Why is this world so strange? Monkeys watch the market. Many people would say that stockbrokers are monkeys anyway. Say it might take a year for the market to improve. Hippos on the highway. Now, just imagine a hippo in a car. That's a funny image, isn't it? I think it's a funny image. A hippo in a, anyway, it's certainly a heavy image. Can't get out of third gear. Now, that's a terrible thing. Have you ever been in a car where you couldn't get out of third gear? No, because you all drive automatic. It's much easier. Toucans only teasing, but I can't shake the fear. Why is this world so strange? Now, I then go on to explain it isn't just that everything seems really so deliberately wrong. It isn't just that every time I try to write a letter, it turns out like a song. Now, in the old days, there used to be these things called letters. Tell them about what a letter is, folks.
If I remember correctly,
yes,
you would take a piece of chewed up trees,
yeah,
which they would flatten out and dye it white,
yeah,
and they put lines on it, and you'd get this cylindrical thing that would have ink in it, and you could actually put text, just like you would do on a computer. You would actually, using the ink, you
to
would
scratch it into the pulp of
the ink would leave a stain.
A stain.
That looks like a screen.
That was like
just like letters on a screen.
Letters. Yeah,
and then instead of hitting send or putting in an email address, you'd actually put a physical address where someone lived on the outside, a little stamp that had signified you paid somebody to deliver it, and they will take it, drive it over to wherever you...
I like the stamp because they had little heads of people on them.
And pictures. And
yeah, and you could say, oh, I know that guy.
And they had
George
toxic stuff on the back that you would lick and put it on. Yes, it's great. Yeah.
Well, I'm sticking to you like glue because we're in this show together. So the lyric goes on to talk about all kinds of weirdo stuff. Ants devour anteaters who've fallen asleep. Now, you may not know it, but anteaters find it difficult to fall asleep because they have such long noses. Spiders show compassion for the victims they keep. Now that's weird because usually actually spiders, I gotta say, I think they are devoid of compassion. Beetles break out laughing, but all I do is weep. Why is this world so strange? So I'm not going to recite all the lyrics, but it's kind of fun. Oh, my favorite line in here is, "This is not amusing as it used to be when Groucho smoked cigars." Life is so confusing. I can see why people spend their life emoting in bars. Well, you know what that is about is, have you ever seen some idiot guy trying to pick up a girl in a bar? Oh yes, they suddenly become all artistic and all sensitive. And yeah, I mean, it is really quite a funny sight. So anyway, that's what this song is about. There's some strange stuff, but what there is also on this record, apart from some very funky bass playing from Uncle Garrett, there is also a brilliant Moogie synth solo from the great Steve Hamilton, who has done some magnificent work on this album. Steve Hamilton is a guy who should be a major star of stage, screen, and music. And this guy is really the most wonderful piano player I've ever worked with in any style. Well, he's certainly the most wonderful Scottish piano player. Let's put it that way. And I love all Scottish musicians, every single one of them. I've been lucky enough to work with guys like Pat Kane, Jim Mullen, Hamish Stewart, all great people, and they're all Scottish, and it just shows you that an apple a day keeps the doctor away, especially if you throw it at him. Thank you.
Let's listen to some music.
Let's listen to some music, and I hope you've enjoyed all of these things. And ask me any questions. You know, you can write in and you can say, Rich, why did you write this? And what is this really about? And, you know, if these videos don't tell you, I'll tell you. Bye.
Bye.